This is a fever dream of a game so far. Yes. Let's go to the fire station. Apparently I'm not supposed to be a fireman. Harvest Fire Department. Fire truck with a lovely shade of pink.
Please excuse the mess.
What?
They've done wonders with the upstairs bedroom, but this garage defies color coordination.
Sorry, what?
Sorry, Steve.
That
After
truck
I'm
is
here,
pink.
I've got
Rejected.
plenty to do. Rush, rush.
Okay, well, let's go into the fire station. Yeah, no stereotypes here. What the fuck? Saliva is foaming from his barking chops. Accident waiting to happen at the fire thing. A picture of a phallic-like structure standing, a bunch standing all in a row. Decorative oriental fans from the Ming Dynasty. How you can tell that, I don't know. An impressionistic landscape. Lights are too high up to reach. Picture of a storybook fairy castle. A well-endowed nude man standing in the moonlight. God, shut up! Oops, that's my attack button. Here's a newspaper.
Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work.
Let's talk to firemen.
Don't bother me, I'm sketching. Oh, look what you made me do! Hello, Steve. Welcome to the House of Flame, as we like to call it. Oh, cut it out, Spots, honestly. Once he gets barking, a good piece of meat is the only way to shut him up. There you go, Spot.
1996, you say? Yes. Very surprising, right?
So, Steve, bet you don't remember me. Heard about that short in the old wiring. I'm Fire Marshal Sparky, head of your fire department.
Okay. Why are you sketching a nude man in the fire department?
Please, it's not the subject, it's the process. Don't be such a party pooper, Steve. We're talking about art. Besides, we haven't had a fire in Harvest since the newspaper building burned down. Though I'll admit that the Wasp Woman's place is one big
The Wasp Woman's place.
happen. Isn't that right, Spots?
That's a puppy. That is an amazing picture. They did get that one little zit.
Art enriches the community, Steve. No less than a pulsing fire hose or a fireman beating down a blazing door. So what if we're drawing a nude man? So what if all we ever draw is a nude man, or the same nude man over and over in all sorts of provocative positions?
Provocative.
Not content. Process, not subject. Don't be so ghost, Steve. It's beneath you.
Why is there a theremin playing?
A dreadful affair. You wouldn't think that a brick and steel building with a sprinkler system could go up that quickly.
You think it was arson?
Oh, please. Dwayne was glad enough to see the thing go up.
That is an amazing
So
picture.
was McKnight.
I love farm
If you
games.
could get into that safe
International
with
Harvester? I don't even know what that is.
Forget it.
This theremin
Look,
rules.
As far as I know, the fire was an accident. Let's just leave it at that. Now don't you go moving.
What the fuck? What was the point of that? What's up with Wasp Woman?
Some people think all we do is sit around, fetching examples of manhood for our own amusement. Nothing could be further from the truth. Why, just the other
No
day,
offense to
we
the model.
cited Ted to a crumb for fire code violations. All the dried out paper wasp nests clustered around our wooden house. Why, it's a chemlog just waiting for the right faggot. Believe
What?
me, none of us wants to see another fiasco like the Sentinel fire.
I think that the intent of the use of the word there was the actual, like, non-derogatory use.
A dreadful affair. You wouldn't think that a brick and
Okay, I already
steel
talked to him about
building
this. I think we're done here. You're too busy drawing?
art enriches the community.
Okay, yep. Bye.
Bye-bye.
No, that's still casual slang rejected. The ye olde definition, which I think they're going for the wordplay here, terrible wordplay, is like a bundle of sticks, I believe. Oh, look at the newspaper factory. What's left of the newspaper building after an extreme fire. At least the plumbing held up. Hey, Dougie. How you doing? Wayward Hotel. Pretty cheap-looking sign for such an uptown establishment. There's a choice over here. No, oh, there's vacancy. What do they got? Examine the mirror. Reflections make the lobby seem more spacious than it actually is. Interior design. Yep. The door is locked. Wait, the newspaper building was behind the fire station? It sure was. And it burnt down. A ledger of names, the last being Jonathan A. Rhinecliffe, who checked in Monday. Somewhat ponderous console radio evokes an earlier era. Mr. Moynihan.
Stephen, who are you?
I am Daniel Moynihan, mortician and proprietor of the Wayward Hotel.
Most people ask me why I don't remember their names.
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Besides, as one who deals with the
Everybody's
dead,
calling this
I
dude
try
a
not to
kidder.
involve myself in the affairs of the living. Your loss
What?
of memory is of no concern to me, true or false. Ironic, considering my recent involvement in a charity event.
What are you talking about?
My complaints were central to the scheduling of the upcoming Harvest Bake Sale. I'm
Coming
gratified
up.
the Order of the Harvest Moon got involved. The proceeds will certainly help cover my losses.
Of the bake sale.
As always, the Order of the Harvest Moon has taken the lead in addressing our societal ills. Through their sponsorship of the blood drive and the bake sale, the lodge ensures that all our needs are met.
Needs. Such as...
Pardon me, there are corpses to prepare,
What?
and my losses have been substantial of late. If you're sincerely interested in the Order, however, you should stop by the lodge and speak with the
I
Sergeant
want an
Barnes.
application.
Why should I
God
be
damn it.
interested, Mr. Moynihan?
Of all the spots in Harvest, the lodge is the most
They might have been
prominent.
on-call firefighters.
Literally and
Means they
figuratively.
have to drive to the station to get their gear,
is
plus
the
all that
ambition of
paper
everyone
would
here
go
to
up
join.
quick.
And join you
True.
best to attain wisdom.
What kind of wisdom?
If I knew, I'd be a member. I have the feeling you have what it takes to join the Order, Stephen. We all believe that. Whether or not you live up to your potential is up to you.
Okay. Well, what about the bake sale?
This bake sale is a joint effort of the Harvest PTA and the Order of the Harvest Moon. The proceeds will be used to set up a fund for transients. In other words, bums and societal rejects without families who wander into Harvest uninvited.
Then, the Order is setting up shelters for the homeless?
Not shelters.
Not shelter, graves.
graves. You see a great number of these hobos die while passing through. Don't ask me why, it's what those people do. Use your common sense, Stephen, memory or no. If they were involved in setting up homeless shelters, then why would I be involved? And why would I be sustaining losses?
Well, what the fuck, dude?
It seems that, like some elephant's graveyard, people of low station come to Harvest to die. They simply drop dead.
That's so
penniless.
weird. It's such
They
a
all
tiny
need
town.
burials. God knows by putting these people up at the Wayward Hotel, I do more than my fair share. So why must I pay for the coffins and burial materials as well? My losses to the dead are substantial. Hopefully the bake sale will offset some of them.
Okay, so he has... Oop, didn't mean to do that.
I really...
So...
As
Come on. I already heard
You
this.
said-
So this guy
I'd say
runs a
it's been a-
hotel where vagrants and transients stay. And he also runs the cemetery across the street. He buries them all. Did I miss something? I think Wobble sold us a bill of goods just so he could play another point-and-click adventure. This is a point-and-click adventure game. I knew nothing, almost nothing about it going into it. I told you guys everything I knew. But you didn't know what a international harvester was. You have a pic on the screen. I don't know what an international harvester is. Is that what the piece of equipment's called? I looked up the words harvester wallpaper, and that's what came up. Oh, it is? Okay. Why is it international? I don't think it would be able to travel that far. Let's go to the cemetery. Let's call it combine, like a harvester combine or something. Cemetery. I haven't saved in a while. The brand name? There's a brand name that's just international? Cemetery. Tombstone. Here lies Boxcar Willie. The air here reeks of fresh soil and manure. 2 years in harvest was too long. Fear not in death, Monty Jakes. Scotty Baker, we shall rest easily without you. Scripture on this headstone is faded. Okay, well, it looks like there's a lot of nothing. Oh, open grave. Jonathan A. Ryancliffe. He was the last person to check into the hotel across the street. Don't Let Me Be Buried in a Pet Cemetery, the Ramones. I know that song. Brand name, like Ford. Stupid. International, that's it? Stupid. Go to this abandoned house. All boarded up and shit. And there are wasps. Lots and lots of wasps. I hate wasps. Old car is perfect for wasps. Can I go inside? This box is sealed shut with wasp nests, even though I can't see any. Cabinets. From the sound of it, these cabinets are infested with wasps. Why am I in here? Picture. Rather colorful picture of a wasp. Well, let's talk to Tetsuo Crumb.
It's not often that I get visitors. I am Tetsuo Crumb. The ignorant of harvest called me the Wasp Woman. A pejorative, no doubt. Born of fear and a poverty of imagination.
I don't understand.
The politics of honey. The Judeo-Christian rites of sacrifice and conventional taboos against unbridled pleasure are all responsible for the prejudice against wasps.
Wasps. Wasps don't make honey.
The politics of honey are intertwined with the age-old struggle of the aesthetic versus the commercial. Because I choose to raise wasps instead of bees,
Oh, okay.
I'm frowned upon by the community. Why?
Yeah, you should, because wasps
Well,
fucking
raising
suck.
bees is acceptable because they produce honey. But sometimes it's not what is produced, so much as what is performed.
I don't see any particular use for wasps.
Why must everything have a use? Is money always the determining factor?
Usually, yes.
More slender, more aerodynamic than the bee. The wasp is a joy to behold.
Oh shit! It has the harvester logo on its multifaceted eyes.
Beautiful and juicy. Isn't that enough to compensate for the little drawbacks?
Beautiful and juicy. Because we're free. Free to choose what we want to. Choose our own destiny. Free. How does she not get along with the firemen? They are all about process. I don't know. Fuck. Tell me about your dumb fucking wasps.
Regard the wasp. Wasps produce nothing for others, but only
pain.
for themselves. Wasps build nests and more wasps, nothing more. They spread into eaves and attics,
Yeah.
not to make honey for supermarkets, but to buzz and rustle on their own paper, perpetuating their own agenda, growing stealthily, surely. The most relentless of insects.
What the fuck? What is this? Tell me about some of the drawbacks of living in a house completely saturated with wasps.
Well, as you can see, the little darlings do love to sting. Another source of prejudice for the masses. And
I like
another
putting the little
reason to
mouths on
love
the
them.
people.
Bees are like animals. They sting only for a reason, for sacrifice. They have no conception of individual sensation, of pleasure.
Pleasure? Do wasps have sensation of pleasure?
Yes, a great deal of pleasure. The wasp
hornets!
is a
Hornets
sensual
sting.
being, not a laborer. Hedonistic instead of industrial. Some think them quick to anger.
What?
In truth, they are easily swayed to ecstasy. They penetrate your flesh, and the muscular contractions in their thorax as they pump venom could be likened to the muscular contractions of ejaculation. Each painful welt, an act of love.
What? Tell me about sacrifice.
When a bee stings, it rips itself apart and dies for its audacity.
True.
This appeals to those raised worshipping a god that demands sacrifice and atonement.
I don't think very many people put those two things
The
together.
wasp is promiscuous. They are not as sympathetic to the masses because they don't die when they sting. They live to sting another day, and they take pleasure from it.
My bad, they do sting too. Yeah, wasps suck. I already heard this, right? This was the ejaculation thing. Yeah.
Each.
Bye-bye. Okay, well, we're done talking with this lady. Let's go to Johnson residence. Mr. Johnson erected an impenetrable fortress to protect his Tucker. To protect his Tucker during the night. What does that mean? Oh, the Tucker. There it is. During the day, Mr. Johnson keeps watching over his precious 48 Tucker. Guess I can't go in there.
Hello, Steve. How's the husband-to-be?
Other than having no memory, I guess I'm all right.
All right. You should be ecstatic, considering what you're getting into.
I am, Jerry.
Haven't gotten into it already. Speaking of which, I heard Stephanie was grounded. Her daddy's worried about getting his meat. So if I were him, I'd be more concerned about Stephanie getting some meat.
Right. And you are...
You always were a kidder, Steve. I'm Mr. Johnson, remember? Glad you stopped by. Just got finished waxing the tucker. I
Wink.
could use a little relaxation. But since Edna's not here, I might as well talk to you.
Okay, what's up with Edna?
Edna Fitzpatrick
Chicken just
is
died.
one of the snootiest women in town.
Snootiest.
I declare there isn't a woman in Harvest that turned me away. If I was interested, that is. Just because she owns DNAs, she's got all these highfalutin ideas about independence. And her with a little girl to raise. That child needs a father. And Edna, well, she needs a good hard penis.
Edna needs a good hard penis. Let's talk about penis.
What makes you so sure she needs a penis?
You saying Edna's getting it from someone else? Like maybe that damn Sheriff Dwayne? He's over at DNA's diner every day from noon to 1, eating his dadgum pie.
Dadgum pie. What kind of pie?
Sure, it's the only diner in town, but I'm sure he's got more on his mind than food.
Dude, I could actually really go for some diner food right now. Hungry.
I'll admit DNA's diner does good business, but money isn't everything to a woman. Can money keep you warm at night?
Yes.
Can you wrap your thighs around it?
Yes.
Rake bloody gashes in its back with your painted hollowed fingernails?
No.
Edna! Edna! So, how's Stephanie?
Hey, how's Stephanie? Don't we all her like our own or someone else's? I love diner toast. What makes diner toast so good? It's just like Cisco white bread with a little bit of butter spread on it, but it's along with like some eggs, some home fries, a couple sausage links, a little bit of bacon, French toast, pancakes. Hell yeah. I could go for some dadgum. I have no idea what's going on in this game or what the objective is. I'm totally lost. I'm trying to figure out my amnesia. I don't need to talk to you
Bye
anymore.
now.
Bye. Okay, what else haven't we seen yet? Shady Oaks Mortuary? I have not been there. This symbol is everywhere. They had one person design this sweet logo, and they're like, we need to put on everything. Pair of comfortable-looking sofas. These votive candles have been lit by many well-wishers for the dead, or one well-wisher with a lot of matches. Empty coat tree. Well, I can go through that door. Go through that door. Schedule. That's just a schedule of this week's funerary events. Let's go through this side door first. Hey, Missing's here. Save the game. Mortuary. So much better than regular toast. My post-bar hopping diner meal was always diner toast and bacon. That's it? Missing just got home, yeah. Temperature gauge. The needle lies on 33 degrees Fahrenheit. Examine the sink. Very nasty looking sink. Glue. On the counter sits a new tube of Astro glue. Oh,
You can't have that, Stephen. I need it for my work. And may I say you're a rude young man for attempting to steal it.
I was only gonna borrow it.
Indeed. And have you anything I could hold as security?
Security.
These nuts.
Like what? Money?
I'm afraid that's not good enough. I need that glue for my work. You must present me with something significant if you'd have me.
Okay. All right, dude. What do I have? I have a pen. I have a newspaper. What's up with these noises? Examine the corpse. The messy remains of some poor soul. Stains. Oops, he spilled. Heart. Disembodied organ. Was never meant to pump formaldehyde. There are organic things floating in formaldehyde in these jars. The sort of things that make you want to look away before you can really see what they are, but your eyes will not oblige. Hands wearing blades barely stir the stench laden. These sound effects. Well, let's talk to Mr. Moynihan.
Young man, we really have nothing to say to.
Okay, then that's fine. Goodbye.
I'd say it's been a pleasure.
Security's
But I
nuts.
find the company of the living so wearisome.
Give him some artwork for the firehouse, but I don't have any artwork from the firehouse. What's through here? A hauntingly beautiful stained glass window in which a man holds a scythe in one hand and some ethereal power in the other. A saint kneels before a shepherd, jubilantly terrified? Jubilantly terrified. Saint kneels, yep, that guy too. A brass candelabra holds several strange smelling candles. Small lectern for the priest. Imprint of a head, buttocks, and sliding heels are scraped into the thick dust of the pew. Head, buttocks, sliding heels? What the fuck are sliding heels? Unless it means like heels and then they slid. This is where you sacrifice people? Maybe. Maybe. Doing the deed in the pew. And I haven't been to church for like, how old am I? I haven't been to church for maybe more than 30 years. I remember how supremely uncomfortable pews were. Well, we got the meat plant, memorial school, we got the TV station. That's what we have left. Let's go to the meat plant. You just need a big hard penis. AB, what's this? What's this?